The Blues claim victory in Brisbane. We've won the series. Blues, we've done it. We've taken the throne away from the Queensland Maroons this year. And yes, we won the game. Well, 2 for Queensland. Up the bloody Blues, you fucking oath. So yeah, the Blues won 26 points to 0 over the Maroons, and it just feels so good to claim victory, especially in Queensland. To claim the series in Queensland, just it's too good. But yeah, here's my review in the game. Well, first of all, I'll say that Blues were just the better team for the whole game. Queensland struggled to get in the game. Queensland's big players struggled, and Blues, they were just too good on the night. They deserved the win, and yeah, they had an overall better performance than the Maroons, that's for sure. But yeah, let's get into my review. So, the first try came from Josh Haddock in the 11th minute. It was just from a nice line break, and by Tedesco, I think it was, and he just did a nice inside ball at Adokar, and Adokar got the first try in the 11th minute. So yeah, the score was 6-0 for Nathan Cleary conversion kick. And then a couple of minutes later, in the 26th minute, Latrell Mitchell scored a try as well from a very stupid Valentine Holmes pass. It was Cherry Evans down to Holmes, and Holmes, he dummied, but then he passed it to accidentally passed it to Latrell Mitchell, and he ran the whole way and scored. I thought Xavier Coates would catch him, but good on Latrell for going the whole way. So the score came 12-0, New South Wales. Then in the 30th minute, there was a bomb try by Cameron Murray. So what happened was Cleary did a nice cut-out pass to Tom Trbojevic down the right-hand side, and he made a break turbo like he always does. And Cameron Murray was in support, so all Cameron Murray had to do was catch the ball and just put the ball down the line. But no, he couldn't do it. Knocked on somehow, and that was one of the best ways to bomb a try. So score remained 12-0 in that case. And then that didn't really matter, actually, because 3 minutes later, in the 33rd minute, 3 minutes later, Tommy Turbo, the best player in the game, in my opinion, scores. And yeah, he's just too strong close to the line. He's just a freakish player. He's just, he's a god. He's just a god, honestly. And the scores became Blues 18, Queensland 0. And it was half time, and Blues 18, Queensland 0 at half time. So, I knew that at that point when it was half time, the Maroons were still in the game. Maroons were still in the game, and I knew that there was time for them to get back in the game, because obviously when you're down 18-0, it's not over yet. And I knew that if Cherry Evans, and Munster and guys like McCulloch and their forwards, especially like Parley, Tino, creating opportunities for the backs, and especially with Cherry Evans. I mean, blame Cherry Evans all you want, I don't care, but it wasn't his fault the Maroons lost tonight. I mean, the Queensland forwards getting bashed, and it's hard for Cherry Evans to get into the game when the forwards get bashed, because obviously what's he going to create off the back of the forwards when they're getting bashed, they're responsible for that, the Maroons forwards. But anyway, I knew the game wasn't over at half time, but 7 minutes in the second half, the Blues got a penalty. Cherry Evans gave away a penalty because basically obstructed Tariq Sims from getting the ball from a little grubber kick from Luai. So Blues got the penalty, and they went 20 points to 0 through Nathan Cleary penalty goal. And then not until the 70th minute, because I think from that penalty goal, ever since then, it was really quiet. The Blues weren't creating much in the second half. It was mainly just defence from the Blues, and Queensland had their chances, but they kept bombing every time they had a chance. Cherry Evans kicked it multiple times before Kyle Felt in the corner, but Kyle Felt couldn't catch the ball, and always knocked on over Brian Toto. And they really struggled with the Maroons in the attack. They made some really dumb decisions. And they don't really gel for some reason, the Maroons. It needs to be a real look at their team and what players they should have there and have not, have there and not there. But yeah, in the 70th minute, that's where the last try of the game came from for Josh Adokar. Just it was a stupid short kickoff from Kyle Felt, and the Blues got a penalty. So what happened was James Tedesco, he beat Kurt Capel or someone like that on his out. No, not Kurt Capel. James Tedesco beat Kurt Capel on his outside and did a nice little flick pass to Adokar, across to Adokar down the right hand side, and Adokar cut back inside and scored a try to obviously seal the game for the Blues, and obviously seal the series for this year in 2021. So the final score became 26-0, and full time Blues won the game 26 points to 0. So up the fucking Blues, and we've smashed the Queensland Maroons. So, yeah, can't be more happier than that. But guys, thanks for watching. Up the Blues, and it just feels so good to claim a series, especially in front of those grotty-looking Queensland fans. No, I'm joking, but nah, in all seriousness, up the Blues and good to claim the series and get a win tonight. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in another video.